Hello. A film, A Christmas Carol from 1951, directed by Brian Desmond Hurst, starring Alistair Sim. So, there are many versions of the Dickens classic, and a lot of people try and sell me on all these other versions. And I'm sure they're all fine. And there's some, like I've seen the Reginald Owen one from, I guess that was like the late 30s. I've seen the George C. Scott one. I've seen all kinds. I've seen Patrick Stewart. But they're not this one. This is the one that does it for me. Alistair Sim is perfect as Ebenezer Scrooge. Mervyn Johns is just so absolutely perfect as Cratchit, and Hermione Baddeley as his wife, and Glyn Dearman as Tiny Tim. Uh, to me, it captures Dickens. It has that. The other ones, I don't know. Like the Reginald Owen one is too happy and too cuddly. The George C. Scott is just leaves me cold. He's fine, but it just I don't know, contrived. All right, so let's not talk about what it's not. Let's talk about what it is. It is a great telling of this story. It is the wonderful cautionary tale about Ebenezer Scrooge and his love of money over his love of humanity, and how the three spirits visit him on Christmas Eve, and the transformative nature of that. When I first saw this, and for years I had no clue who Alistair Sim was. I mean, he was great, but I didn't know that over in England he did like a ton of comedy and stuff like that. He was a wonderful actor, just wonderful. And oh, and I didn't mention, speaking of wonderful actors, a young Patrick Macnee, years before he would be John Steed in The Avengers, one of the best TV shows that was ever made, is in there as, I believe, see a young Jacob Marley, perhaps, whatever it is. He's marvelous in his little bit that's in there. But what I like about the Alistair Sim version, and it takes you a while to kind of absorb that. It's different when you see it as a child, parts of it just scared me, and versus when you see it later on in life. So what you see is, even when he is first in the film and very Scroogey in that, when the first ghost visits him, you see within that he knows that he's been misled in life. He just feels it's too late to change. And with the Ghost of Christmas Past, it hurts him to see what he once was and how he gave that all up for chasing money. And when you see the Christmas present, he sees what he's missing right now. And when you see the Christmas yet to come, you see him just horrified by the inevitable that his own current path will take him. Dead and unloved, uncared for, just a tombstone, while someone else is selling off his bedclothes and his bedding and such. And he really drives it home. And Hearst's direction, it is Hearst, right? I just got to check. I don't want to be wrong here. Yeah, Brian Desmond Hurst. His direction is just wonderfully appropriate for the material. And he takes you there simply. Things, even in its black and whiteness, when there are things like his relatives in the present day having a Christmas time, it's beautiful. It's opulent, even though, again, we're not seeing the colors of the opulence in that. And when Cratchit and his family are having their very humble dinner, you feel the warmth. When you watch those frames, you feel the sparseness and the poverty of what they have, but you genuinely feel this glow of love from those characters with each other. And Glenn, what was his last name? Dearman, pardon me. Glenn Dearman is perfection as Tiny Tim, and the thought of anything happening to that poor child is just heartrending. And you see how that affects Scrooge, and you see that on one level the spirits are relentless and rough, and they're peeling away layers he doesn't want peeled back. But on the other side, the Christmas spirit of Christmas past and present are greatly compassionate, and they want Scrooge to see. They're trying to enlighten him. The last one doesn't speak at all. It's showing you what's going to happen if you don't do anything. It's too late. It's warning you. Look it, here you are, dead in the ground. But it's all very well told. Alistair Sim, and when he's a changed man, and you believe it, you buy it. You see a man who is waken up from the fog of his own self-indulgence, and he's peeled back his layer, and he is starting on a better path. The power of love. That's what the film is about. That's what the story is about. The folly of money and the power of love. That is A Christmas Carol from 1951. Thanks for joining me. I love you. Bye bye. Merry Christmas.